Have you ever wondered why animals can just shake off a scary moment in seconds, but we humans, we get stuck carrying our feelings around for days, weeks, even years? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental difference in our wiring. And understanding it, well, it explains so much about why we feel the way we do.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? A car backfires, your dog jumps, and then 2 seconds later, it's wagging its tail like nothing ever happened. Meanwhile, you're still mentally replaying an awkward comment you made in a meeting 3 days ago. That difference right there, that's what we're breaking down today. The gap between their shake-it-off system and our hold-on-tight brain.
All right, so first up, let's dive into the animal kingdom. Out here, emotions work on this beautifully simple principle. What you feel is what you do. End of story.
See, for an animal, an emotion isn't something to be analyzed or pondered. Nope, it's a direct command, a primal, hardwired instruction for the body that basically screams, act now. There's no hesitation, no second-guessing, just pure, unfiltered, survival-driven response.
The whole process for them is incredibly direct. Step 1, a trigger appears, like the shadow of a hawk. That sparks fear. Step 2, that fear doesn't get debated internally, it immediately, and I mean immediately, translates into the action of running for cover. Emotion and action are basically one and the same.
So, animal emotions are kind of like a flash storm. They arrive with this sudden, incredible intensity. They're expressed without any filter. And then, once the third is gone, they recede just as fast. Every feeling serves a clear, immediate purpose. And this is the crucial part. They don't leave behind any emotional baggage.
Okay, so that's the animal side of the coin. Now let's turn to us, because this is where evolution introduces a massive plot twist. It's what I call the interceptor of thought.
Unlike in animals, our emotional signals don't just get a green light straight to action. Oh no. Instead, they get rerouted. They get stopped dead in their tracks by this incredibly powerful processor, our brain, which acts as an interceptor, holding that raw impulse for a full analysis.
And what's this interceptor so busy doing? Well, it's running a whole complex diagnostic, asking all these questions. Is it socially okay to feel this angry right now? What's going to happen if I actually act on this? How will the other person feel? And oh yeah, what happened the last time I felt this way? This mental checklist just complicates everything.
So that simple two-step process in animals, for us, it becomes this messy, multi-stage negotiation. The anger pops up. The impulse to yell is right there. But then our interceptor kicks in, runs its checks, and what's the result? The emotion doesn't vanish, it just gets suppressed, stuffed down behind a polite, maybe slightly forced smile.
Now, it's really easy to look at all this complexity and think, wow, our system is just flawed. But it's not a flaw. It's actually a really powerful evolutionary trade-off, one that comes with some incredible benefits, but also some pretty significant costs.
I mean, this quote just nails it. It really gets to the heart of what animals don't have to deal with. Guilt for what they feel, anxiety about what others think, regret, worry. These are uniquely human burdens. They're the price of admission for our advanced consciousness.
So here's the deal we basically made. On the plus side, our complex inner world gives us creativity and art. It gives us deep empathy, a sense of morality, the ability to plan for the future. But the cost of all that? Well, that's where anxiety, emotional repression, rumination, and a whole lot of self-doubt come into play.
So when you put them side by side, the contrast is just, it's stark. The animal system is direct, pure, and leads to an instant reaction. The human system is complex, it's filtered, and it leads to a processed response that, yeah, is super prone to overthinking and getting stuck in loops.
So how can we boil all this down into one single, memorable idea that makes sense of it all? Okay, let's try a metaphor.
Think of animal emotion like a simple light switch. You flip it, the light comes on. Flip it back, it's off. It's a direct connection. Simple, instant, reliable. But human emotion, oh, that's a whole different beast. That's like the complex control panel of a spaceship. A feeling comes in, but before any launch sequence is initiated, that feeling has to pass through logic checks, risk assessments, and a massive database of past flight data.
And it is so crucial that we remember this. That control panel, with all of its complexity and all of its potential for glitches, is not a design flaw. It is the most sophisticated and powerful operating system we know of. It's what allows us to navigate incredibly complex social worlds and create things of profound beauty and meaning.
So the takeaway here isn't that our system is broken and we should wish it were simpler. The first, most powerful step is just understanding what you're working with. You're not dealing with a simple light switch, you're sitting at a highly advanced control panel.
So the real question to leave you with is this. Now that you understand your own control panel a little better, how can you become a more skillful, a wiser, and a more compassionate operator?